welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. My name is Jack and we're recording back-to-back videos so I can remember what's happened since the last episode, finally. We were doing the British race, the Guildford race today, and I'm very, very excited for it. If you didn't see yesterday's, I said yesterday's, I don't know which order I'm going to put these videos out, but if you didn't see last episode, it was the Singapore race, and we did quite well, if I do say so myself. You can go watch it. We finished in 6th and 8th, so 8 points and 4 points. So at the moment, driving standards, Eaton's 12th, Sims is 20th, and how do I change to? Oh, it's down here. And we're sitting in 9th place, Hispanic racing team, with 27 points. So pretty good, if you ask me. We're building the part. It took us a while to think of what part we could build, but we're building the brakes, which is 2 good components and average component, is it? Which is better than our current. I think it's like 8-12, and we're currently on 7-6-2. So, but it is risky. It's for next season. It is a risky part. We're literally just building parts for next season now. But 8-12, it's decent. Everything's reliable now, and we're just working on the performance of the parts we do have, which is fantastic. In terms of sponsors, we had 3 new sponsors for this episode. Colgate have come in and they're giving us 140 grand per race. Computer Centre have come in and they gave us even £1.5 million up front. And these lot, what's their names? Rash Franz come in and they're giving us 600 grand per race. So decent amount of money. We're on 10 mil. So we've wiped out $1 million there. It was like 3 million per race we were going to lose. Now it's 2 million, which decent. So we're going to finish the season with money in the bank, which is perfect. It's what you need. Plus we had a high budget for next season, so our budget for next season should be pretty decent. And you know, we're going to keep on building parts. So hopefully we've got good parts. So hopefully next season, pretty exciting times. Both drivers are content, which is fantastic. We're finally using the parts that we couldn't use in the last episodes because they're reliable now. Everything's going fine. This is round 6, so after this we've only got 2 races of the season. Remember, I did say we're going to do every race this season, and then next season we'll do less and less races in a season, just to speed things up until we eventually, hopefully, sometime soon, can win Formula 3 and go up to Formula 2. But we're going to do Guildford, we're going to do the practice. Hopefully we can do massive dubs and get points for the 4th race in a row. And I shall see you for that race, and hopefully practice goes well. It's raining, it's pouring. I think this is our first practice. I don't know why I've come back before, I just wanted to say this. I think this is our first practice in wet weather, and trust it to be Britain. Trust it to be Britain to be our first race in the wet. Or first practice in the wet even. Is it worth going intermediates? Yeah, fuck it, we'll work on intermediates. Yeah. Go to the race, me, editor, future me. Go on. Do we don't want to see practice? Right, practice is done for another day. Obviously, we got high level intermediate tyres, and it's not raining. It was raining throughout all of practice, so we've got 15% on the tyres. Fast pit stops. See, there's no point. I don't think we're going to go for a fast pit. It might rain. We don't know. It might rain. Fuel burns more slowly, allowing drivers to use more of an engine, higher engine. That's a good one, that. Actually. I do need to move the camera. I think I forgot to move the camera. We're going to risk not... I've never used that before. We're going to risk it not raining. To put that fuel burns so he can push. If he needs to push, that is. The car's looking good. It's looking decent. Love that. Super softs, I think. Yeah. We'll go with that. I don't know where we're starting on the grid. It's probably pick a name out of the hat. 34 laps. We're going to do this. We might have been able to do a no-stopper, maybe? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at this point. Because I still think it's going to rain. So fingers crossed it does, so we can use our 15% into tyres on Eaton. And she's dropping like a stone. She's absolutely dropping like a stone. Sims is... it seems like they swap to see who's the better driver. So they're not... Like, Eaton was fantastic at the start of last race. She flew through the field. This race, she's just dropping like an absolute stone. It's mental. And Sims the one that's had a decent start and holding his own. I would say that as he's dropping like a stone as well. Someone's crashed already. Someone has crashed. It was Zhao. He has crashed. Which team is he in? Oh, he's in Volvo and they're below us. Oh, that helps. Something's happened there. The drivers are dropping like a stone. That helps anyway, because Zhao is one of the Volvo drivers who are below us in the constructors. So that's perfect for us that he's died, and we're like, fucking come on, boys. Come on, someone's got a drive-through penalty. De Vries got a drive-through penalty. It's all kicking off in the British Grand Prix. It's all kicking off. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. Can you serve your penalty, please, mate, so we can fly past you? Here he is. He's serving this penalty, and both our drivers have got past him, which is fantastic. He's gone to the bottom of the grid. 13th and 16th. It looks like we might not be getting any points here at the moment. God, it's a bit of a worry. Imagine not getting any points. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Just kind of like just flew through the laps there. Nothing's happening at all. Nothing is happening. No, nothing exciting to show you. I'm just sat here keeping an eye on the weather, and to be honest, I don't think it's going to rain. So intermediate tyres are in the mud, pretty much. So I just don't think we're going to get any points. That's what the gist of what I'm getting at the moment. We probably could have gone on mediums, but what's the point? Someone needs to go in the pits to repair. I just sat here looking at the weather, hoping it rains. That's all. But no, it's just hoping someone else crashed, some Volvo or Maserati or something like that. So we can get more chance of getting points, because at the moment we're just not going to get any points. Someone else has crashed. Flush, who was ahead. She was like 5th or something. She has crashed. She's put it not quite into the wall. Look at she's in the mud. She is in the mud. Eaton's just flying past us, like waving goodbye. Bye. Zella's in the mud as well. He needs to repair. I think he was behind us. So at the moment we're sitting 12th and 15th. It's still not going to rain. The grips. Oh, it might rain. It might just rain. You can see there the grip's not really moved into... it might rain. It might... Why are we still looking at it? It might rain. It might. We're sitting 12th and 15th. Is it going to rain? I'm just really... No, the grip is going up. It's not going to rain. We're in the mud. 2 crashes though. We're buzzing. Come on, boys. We're getting points. Still, nothing's happening. No more crashes or anything like that. Just cruising, really. We need to push the tyres a little bit, but I feel like we should do that when we're going to pit. Oh, fuck it. Let's do it now. Let's push the tyres because we need to get the temp up, and then we can bring it into the pit stop. It's there. We're sitting 15th and 16th, so we've lost a couple of positions. But I don't think it really matters at this point. Didn't look like we were going to get points anyway. Bit annoying. It's kind of like an anticlimactic end. Coming to Britain, you know, it's on the game. It's not a home race because we're a Spanish team, but you know, we know in our heart of hearts it's a home race, and we haven't pulled it out of the bag whatsoever. We've kind of just... I mean, the practice didn't help going on the intermediates the whole time because it was raining the whole time, and then the race being dry as a bone. But there you go. There you go. Right, we need to start thinking about pitting soon. So both drivers are past the pits. I know. I just know it's not right. Right. It's not going to rain. It's not going to rain. Let's put you on normal. Who are we gonna? We're gonna pit Eaton first. She can go on super soft again. Don't need to. And then you can attack car conditioner looking like? Can even push the engine a little bit. Go on, love. Push the engine a little bit. And then Sims, he can go for another lap and then come into the pits. Either way, we're just fully mudded at this point, I think. Fully mudded. Let's get her to the pits. She's in. Sims, you can now push into the pits for another set of Super Seuss. Yep. We're just kind of cruising now. Let's get her into out of the pits and drop you out and that straight away. Some people are at the top of pitting now, so we might catch up to them, as well as Sims. No mistakes on the tyres, please. Fantastic. Put you straight back onto neutral. Wherever we come out, I think we dropped a couple of places. Bollocks. 17th and 18th. What an anticlimactic day. Anticlimactic day all round. Just slightly annoying. Hopefully we can get past Drugovic if he pits. It looks like he might not pit. They got 10 laps to go on those tyres. They might not pit, you know. They might do a... I need to remember, you can possibly do British Grand Prix as a nose stopper. If we've got good tyre wear. If I have a look... I mean... Eaton could probably do it then. Oh no, maybe not. I thought Eaton was the better at keeping her tyres close together. But maybe just remember, if you work on mediums in practice, you can possibly do a nose stopper as long as you conserve the tyres and whatnot. But they are quite far ahead, to be fair. Don't think they're going to pit. Surely not. Surely they'll just conserve the tyres. I mean, he's pushing, which is pretty mental. Conserve the tyres and then there's no way they're going to pit now. Not with 4 laps to go. Surely not. But we're just going to cruise to the end there, I think. It's really anticlimactic. I do apologise. Oh, they have pitted. They went 7th and 2nd, I believe it was. So they did pit in the end. So the 2 in the middle pack haven't pitted. Doesn't look like they were. But you can... Oh, he has pit. He's mudded himself. Why are you pitting? But Drugovic has... Right, this is final lap now. He's not going to pit. But you can do Britain as a nose stopper. It's locked up in there. So I do apologise. It's been a really anticlimactic race. To go from, what was it, 3 races in a row with points to 16th and 18th. Pretty shit, really, isn't it? Pretty shit. There's no point pushing. Not going to fight for 17th or whatever. Just cross the line, 16th and 18th. Wow. How anticlimactic, eh? How anticlimactic. The only good thing is that Zhao binned it, and he was part of Volvo, so hopefully the other Volvo driver didn't get any points, because I don't know who's driving for who. And we didn't drop down. We were 9th, remember that? We were 9th. Hopefully haven't dropped down too much. Hopefully we're like 10th or something if we did drop down. But yeah, I'm fucking really anticlimactic. I'm a bit upset. But after this, we've got 2 races to go of the season. Hopefully we can pick up some more points soon. Why did he pit with... What was the point in that? But I need to write it down. You can potentially do Britain as a no stopper. Remember it. Right. No one did brokered any rules. No one brokered any rules. Leclerc is the other Volvo driver. Okay. So Arrows Grand Prix got some points. Maserati finished 2nd as well. Fucking hell. So that's muddled us a little bit. So we're into 10th. That's fine. We're into 10th. Maserati has shot straight up into 8th there. So that's fine. We're still 9 points clear of Arrows Grand Prix with 2 races to go. 10 points clear, 2 races to go. I would say the odds are with us not finishing bottom. so that's decent. But we have to put some performances, and not performances like that. Shahid Khan is still buzzing. That's fine. I mean, we lost a bit of marketability, but that's fine. It's fine for the time being. Lewis Hamilton looks like he's going to win Formula 1 again for the 20th time or whatever it is. I can't believe they came second, Maserati. Second and 9th as well. Oh no, that's just the driving championship. Mental. Absolutely mental. Right. There's not much to show you, I don't think. We're going to continue working. We'll come for the next race. I think it's not America. America's the last race, isn't it? Who was the second to last race? Was it Brazil? Was it Brazil? We'll have a look. I think it might be Brazil, and America's the last race. Oh no, it's Tondela. Of course it is. Big Della. Big Della. That's a 28 lapper. Medium, no stopper. But we move. We move. It's a bit upsetting. A bit of a bad result. They're still upset. Just do not care anymore. I just do not care. I had a bit of a disaster race. Team looks weak, so that ruins their marketability a little bit. That's what I do. Ruin everyone's teams. Yeah. Well, anticlimactic again. I'm a bit upset. I'm just a bit upset. But if you did like that, leave a like, subscribe, and I shall see you for Tondela in a month's time. Thank you very much for watching.